God created Satan as a perfect being, where did his wickedness come from? If God is perfect, how could evil enter our world? Where did Satan's initial desire come from? Evil arises from the way all angels whom God initially created, including Satan through the ministry of his Son Jesus Christ, as confirmed in John chapter 1, verse 13. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. Through him all things were made. Without him, nothing that has been made was made. All creatures owe their existence to God, and nothing was created without him. It is essential to note that all of God's creations were perfect, including Lucifer, who would later become Satan. If that is the case, how did imperfection and evil enter the world? And how did humanity and some angels become corrupted, just as Satan turned malevolent? Let's reflect on these questions. The fall of Satan from grace is truly remarkable to understand. Let's hear what the prophet Isaiah said about the origin and fall of Satan. How you have fallen from heaven, morning star, son of the dawn. You have been cast down to the earth, you who once laid low the nations. You said in your heart, I will ascend to the heavens. I will raise my throne above the stars of God. I will sit enthroned on the Mount of Assembly, on the utmost heights of Mount Zaphon. I will ascend above the tops of the clouds. I will make myself like the Most High. But you are brought down to the realm of the dead, to the depths of the pit. Ezekiel painted an even more stunning picture of Satan's original perfect state and his fall into the abyss. He said of Satan, "You were in Eden, the garden of God. Every precious stone adorned you, carnelian, chrysolite, and emerald, topaz, onyx, and jasper, lapis lazuli, turquoise, and beryl. Your settings and mountings were made of gold. On the day you were created, they were prepared. You were anointed as a guardian cherub, for so I ordained you. You were on the holy mount of God. You walked among the fiery stones. You were blameless in your ways from the day you were created till wickedness was found in you. Through your widespread trade, you were filled with violence, and you sinned. So I drove you in disgrace from the mount of God, and I expelled you, guardian cherub, from among the fiery stones." When Satan rebelled against God, he not only drew God's wrath upon himself, but also persuaded some of the angels to join him against God. Some estimates suggest that about a third of the angels followed Satan in his rebellion. At this moment, Satan and his angels truly became evil and opposed God's divine plan for both himself and the humans he created. Don't forget to hit the like button if the biblical stories touch your heart, and subscribe now to not miss any chapter of this incredible adventure. Together, we will uncover the richness and depth of these timeless narratives. The term perfection encapsulates the exceptional personal and moral qualities of Satan in his creation. He wasn't just filled with wisdom, but he also radiated stunning beauty. He possessed the seal of excellence, being perfect in beauty and blameless in his ways. Since the day of his creation, both Isaiah and Ezekiel testify that he occupied the highest position among all created beings in the universe. It is also clear that he had a special and close relationship with God. He resided on the holy mountain of God, symbolizing the place of God's visible glory. However, without explicitly explaining how it happened, the narrative reveals that iniquity was found in this supposed perfect angel. As mentioned in Ezekiel chapter 28, verse 17, "Your heart became proud on account of your beauty, and you corrupted your wisdom because of your splendor. So I threw you to the earth. I made a spectacle of you before kings, to open eyes that are blind." When Satan rebelled due to his pride, he not only drew God's wrath upon himself, but also persuaded some of the angels to join him in his rebellion, leading to their permanent moral decay. After this seduction, there was no turning back for them. They were condemned to the existence of sin and destruction. The book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 4, symbolically describes how a third of the stars in the sky, representing the angels, were swept away by the dragon Satan in his attempt to thwart God's divine plans. It is crucial to remember that the same Bible that records the origin and existence of evil also portrays God as completely just and perfect in all his ways. God views sin as extremely wicked and worthy of judgment. God neither promotes nor perpetuates sin, as stated in James chapter 1, verse 13. When tempted, no one should say, "God is tempting me." For God cannot be tempted by evil, nor does he tempt anyone. But each person is tempted when they are dragged away by their own evil desire and enticed. It is essential to highlight that Satan, with his beauty, became a source of pride that ultimately led to his expulsion from God's presence. His pride and self-importance corrupted his mind, and even today, he is motivated by pride, seeking to usurp what belongs to God. Understanding Satan's pride serves as a warning lesson to help us avoid excessive pride in our own lives through the strength of the Holy Spirit's presence.